So in a short note, before talking the main thing, and of course there is a car with a freaking muffler. Uh, Let me put a pause here. Now that Toretto is gone, let's talk about this real quick. So basically, I have been losing weight, so I bump a little bit more my macros. So it's gonna be 240 protein, 250 carbs, and 65 fats. So let's see how that goes. If I start, either gaining weight, I'm gonna lower it a little bit. My goal is to be on maintenance, okay, and see if I can raise a little bit my maintenance. So because I'm gonna need everything for the cut. So basically, on the other side, let's talk about resiliency and why it's important. So basically, during your transformation or whatever is the goal that you have to achieve, there's gonna be people around you. There's always gonna be people around you that are gonna tell you that you're not gonna be able to do it. So if you are not resilient, if you give up by anyone telling you that you're not gonna be able to do it, then you're not gonna accomplish any goals in life. So that's a super important part of your transformation and everything that you have to achieve on your life. So basically, an exercise that you can do is, of course, as I have told you before, is going little by little and putting goals that you can achieve, and basically break down those goals so you can do a plan in order to complete those goals. Now, the other thing that you can do is surround you by people that support whatever you're doing. Now, unfortunately, there is gonna be people near you that you cannot get rid of course, because it's family and friends and stuff like that, and you're not gonna be a bad person and basically get rid of those people just because they don't comprehend what you're doing. Remember, people think different, and maybe they have a point, but you also have your own point, and you have to find that out by yourself. So with those type of people, what you have to do is basically pay attention to them if they bring up a valid point that that is based on on something that really rings a bell on you. But if not, just put it as a ground. Like, for example, when you know a little bit of electricity or something like that, there is the lightning, and there is the ground. So basically, there is something that when a lightning strike, it goes directly to the ground. And basically, what I'm trying to tell you to do is whatever they tell you, straight to the ground. Don't even analyze it. Don't waste your time. Your time is super important. You should be focused on whatever your goal is. So if you waste time focusing on what other people are telling you, or what other situations that you encounter are telling you, then you're wasting completely the time and the focus on what your goal is. So a lot of people are gonna tell you, like, you have to enjoy life more, and and beat your face with food and stuff like that to enjoy life, because if you're on vacation or something like that, and you don't enjoy that part, and part of the enjoyment is basically eating. But what they don't realize is that when you have a goal in mind, and when you have, when you're focused on accomplishing something, if you deviate just because someone else is telling you that, you're gonna be even happier if you deviate and stuff your face with food. Basically, once you're done stuffing your face with food, in your head you're gonna be thinking, I waste all, I deviate completely from my goal. I didn't have the will or the stand to say no. And then you most likely, in my case, for example, I will feel like, I was defeated, basically. I didn't have willpower. So maybe in the head of the other person, in their head is this dude is basically, is only 1 week that you're gonna be, or 2 weeks that you're gonna be breaking your diet or doing something and having a little bit more of fun, if that is fun, your books. But they don't know the other side of the coin. They don't know how much work you have put to get to where you are. And saying that to the air without knowing that, the hours that you're putting, the effort that you're putting daily to accomplish whatever it is your goal is something that they don't realize. And it is not their fault, but it's your fault if basically you deviate or break your habit, or break whatever is the goal that you're doing. Even though you can retake it, okay, you can retake it, you can break it and then retake it. But if you start breaking every time that someone tells you something, and you start retaking, you're gonna be in the same place. Basically, there's not gonna be moving forward. So yeah, basically that's the resiliency that I was trying to talk to you, is basically having your stand. And even if people are telling you something that maybe they are right, okay, but in your in your gut, or in your mentality, or in whatever you're transitioning at the moment, you think that you're the one that is right, go with whatever you think. Don't let anyone deviate you from your goals. Otherwise you're not going to accomplish any goals. So yeah, basically that's it. I wanted to talk to you because it's something that happened to me several times, and I have to really, I got already used to it, and and I got to overcome it. But it's something that I know most likely is, if you're going through a transition like me, or something else on your life, it may be helpful for you. So let's put a pause here. Let's jump into a gym edit. And if you like this content, please share, comment, and subscribe. That really helps the channel. And you can follow me on IG if you're not already. It's angelmenendezfitness. And thank you so much for everything. Have a beautiful night, and see you guys. Actually, beautiful day, because this is gonna be uploaded tomorrow. So see you. Have a good one.